Good morning, everyone, and welcome in to Dio's Bizarre Holiday Singles. It is time for winners finals here in Tier 1 between ASecretBox and Welter. I am Dio. I am your host. I am your streamer and commentator for this match as well. It's going to be a good match. I'm looking forward to this winners finals. ASecretBox and Welter, I think, are definitely two of the people who are in contention for winning it. Tournament. And ASecretBox says, kill Nomad 6 with fire. Well, that's one way to start off the match, I suppose. Yeah, both of these players are very, very strong, have looked extremely good. Welter having beaten, actually, Neneric in a previous weekend of the tournament. Definitely looking like a very strong contender, even as the difficulty scaling gets very, very high here. And Hard Rock 3 gone, and Hidden 2 gone. Honestly, Welter, it just makes sense not to leave up Hard Rock 3 against ASecretBox, who, ostensibly that map is just extremely good for. And it's also going to be a Nomad 7 ban from ASecretBox. Bans out the Solace of Oblivion. And we're going to be waiting on the first pick for Welter now. And it is just going to be a Nomad 5 first pick for Welter. Spasmodica Polka. An interesting first pick. It is just straight up speed. So I suppose does make sense, but it is just a little odd as a pick for sure. I think in a lot of this match we're gonna end up seeing Welter picking speed, ASecretBox picking maybe the hiddens, honestly, and Welter probably dipping into the hard rocks after that. A little unclear exactly where both of these players want to go, but here we are in the first map. This is 280 BPM bursts for both of these players. And Welter is on 98% AC right now. Okay, finally does drop a little bit. I want you all to understand that ASecretBox score is normal and that Welter's score is extremely weird. I got a replay from Curtis for this, and he dropped a B rank. So ASecretBox score is normal. Let's just put it that way. His score is normal, not Welter's. Welter's score is very, very good. Yeah, and at this point, there's really no question who's winning this map. Very good score from Welter, and getting over 200k with a B rank on this is not easy. So that's a very solid start for Welter here, and I think just confirms what we probably already knew about this match, that we're going to see Welter picking a lot of speed, and ASecretBox trying to avoid it whenever possible. Unplayable, he says. You should have used your ban there, man. Should have used it there instead of on the gimmick maps. That's what I have to say about that. And we're going to get into Nomad 2 Speed King, which, contrary to the name, is 163 BPM. This is, yeah, as ASecretBox says, the closest he's going to get to just straight up flowing, which was in Hard Rock 3, but this is otherwise the closest thing that he's going to get to flow aim in this pool. 163 BPM, ultra high spacing flow aim with lots of aim control patterning as well in this map, but definitely the main focus is on flow aim, just punctuated by some back and forth high BPM wiggle patterns. No surprise, both of these players hitting the intro with no issues so far. Better accuracy for ASecretBox, but Welter's still on 98%, still looking good as well. And this intro section is very, very important for both of these players, as this is as easy as it gets. It never gets any easier than during this intro section. And now you can see what the map is really going to start to look like as we get further in here. Welter finally finding the first miss for either player, about 500 combo in. ASecretBox still going, does finally drop one miss on that wiggle pattern, but has built up a little bit of score lead because of that extra combo. Welter finding another miss right afterwards as well. Both players actually doing very well, but ASecretBox is just absolutely crushing it right now. Even through all the wiggle patterns, has just maintained combo somehow, and is honestly just popping off on this map, which is expected, right? Welter popped off on the last one. It's ASecretBox's turn on this map, as just the nature of this pool. It's hard enough that unless you're on your own pick, on something you're comfortable on, going to be very, very hard to find a decent score on a lot of maps. And even then, those kinds of chain misses, like what we just saw from ASecretBox, can still happen to basically anyone on this map. Despite that one chain miss for ASecretBox, not going to matter. Still has the combo lead, still has the accuracy lead, still has the score lead going into the ending here. Well, not quite the ending. Still about a third of the map left to go. But it definitely feels almost like the ending for both of these players. Welter's score also is still very good, by the way. It's not like this is a bad score for Welter at all. It's still a very good score. The problem for Welter is that ASecretBox is just too good at this kind of thing. This really is just a ASecretBox kind of map, and he is, yeah, absolutely demolishing it. How do you hit those? How do they both hit that? All right. At this point, just waiting for the map to finish up here. Winner's already decided, and I think Welter is going to be at least a little surprised that even with nearly 300k, he still loses that map. Just because of how good ASecretBox score on this map is. That is a very, very good score for both of them. Without pretty much any surprises for anyone, we're going to go right into DT2. for Welter. He has picked the 315 BPM DT speed map. Not surprising after the after how Nomad 5 went. This is the first time we're going to see this map throughout this whole weekend. This has either been banned or unpicked in the 3 other matches that we've seen so far. And now finally, as the map starts to even out a little bit, we get to see how the accuracy takes shape for both of these players. It is an ACK advantage for Welter. ASecretBox held combo lead during the intro here. So the score is still very, very close, and actually in favor of ASecretBox despite the ACK drop, because Welter not able to hold on to the combo. But there goes ASecretBox's combo and even more accuracy for him. And Welter now just barely holding on to that score lead of only 20k, but it is growing now up to now above 30k. Both players find drops once again. The score lead evens out a little bit, but further breaks for ASecretBox throw it way back in Welter's favor. Both players continue to find drops and changes in accuracy. Score lead stays relatively even. It's 86% to about 79 right now. And at this point, it has widened to a 45,000 score lead. But it's gotten to 40k before and dropped back down to 30. And unfortunately for ASecretBox, I think with it now almost at 60k, as this gap continues to widen between the two of them, the map has indeed become unwinnable for ASecretBox, and that is an 80k score lead by the end of it. Welter, 88% accuracy on that is actually very good. Again, this is, you know, OD 10.1 315 BPM streams. So very understandable that you're getting low accuracy on this for literally any player. I think even the score from Evoxa on this on the leaderboard is a B rank. So we're A ranking this. It would be it'd be a little odd for sure. And we're going to go into Hidden 1 for ASecretBox, which I think is the correct pick for him. Just go right into the Hiddens after being done with the Nomad 2. Gives you at least 4 solid picks, and then from there you can kind of figure out what's been working, what's not been working during the match. As Welter said, there is only a little bit of flow aim in this map. 222 BPM hidden flow aim round though, which is maybe a little bit less doable for some players than the Nomad 2 style flow aim. Dynamite by Usao, Camelia's Amacho TNT remix, mapped by Czar. And map, a lot of aim, a lot of stream flow aim, especially, but also a lot of just light tech patterning and some heavier tech patterning spliced throughout. Miles would call this mech tech. It is actually a good descriptor for this map, just because this is both kinds of mechanics, a lot of kinds of mechanics, honestly, jump aim, flow aim, and stream stamina baked into one map, while also being a tech pick at the same time. And that break for Welter on those slider jumps leading into the first drop is extremely common. ASecretBox holding during that section is actually less common than Welter's break there. So props to ASecretBox for holding there. Does just indicate good play. Oh, that sucks. That's a rough chain miss for ASecretBox. Accuracy on this map is generally pretty good. And so a chain miss like that is going to drop your ACK down so much that you really need some extra combo, or you need to hope for chain misses for your opponent as well. So far, that hasn't happened for Welter. And Welter has recovered really well since that first break as well. There's another break to come through for ASecretBox here. And Welter suddenly in possession of a 550 combo lead and a 2% AC lead on this map halfway through. And this second half needs to go much better for ASecretBox than it does for Welter if he wants to avoid an early break point on this map. And that break for both players is a good start. ASecretBox would have preferred to keep his own combo there, but absolutely needed a break for Welter to be able to come back in this at all. Getting into the streams once again. Any miss on the flowing here would be devastating, but doesn't happen. There's the circle streams. Welter finds a big chain act drop alongside a miss. And now the score lead is swapped right back over to ASecretBox's side. The combo lead is very big for him as well. Nearly a 500 combo lead for ASecretBox on this, as Welter finds a ton of slider breaks during this aim-focused section. And ASecretBox is able to get up to at least a 15k score lead. It's not much, but it's something, and it puts him in the lead on this map on at least 2 counts, the combo and the score on his side. The accuracy for Welter not quite dropped down to the same as ASecretBox, but nearly identical at this point. And ASecretBox is just absolutely crushing this section. 800 combo, where Welter has found reset after reset. And I said this part of the map would need to go much better for ASecretBox than it did for Welter, and that is absolutely what has happened here. ASecretBox is closing in on 1k combo, finally finds the break, but not before absolutely creating an impassable gap between the two players going into the end of this map. It's already over, and ASecretBox will end up taking the point after a shaky first half. And both players there a little unhappy with the flame in that map, it seems. Neither of them all that happy with how those flame streams went, but does end up working out for ASecretBox in the end. And now we are going to get my very own bomb that I've thrown into the pool. Woey, our good friend Woey, has thrown in 3 bombs into the pool. But there's a secret 4th bomb thrown in by me, and that is Gaucho DT. You all know Gaucho, or at least you should. You have probably played Gaucho before at some point. And I think this is a good pick for Welter, as ASecretBox is asking if he can play it like proper, and says, "Oh no," when Welter answers, "Yeah." Yeah, that's not a good sign, buddy. This is DT Tech at its logical extreme, I'll say. Gaucho is a map pretty famous for being understarred as a tech map, especially with these very fast reverse sliders that you have to follow. Welter does break on the first one. ASecretBox breaks a little ways afterwards, both of them breaking on that next one. And you can see just how tough it is to actually follow these reverse sliders on DT. Welter making it through a couple of them here and there. Same for ASecretBox. And really, it's the accuracy once again on these DT picks benefiting Welter. ASecretBox comboing just about the same as Welter through a lot of these sections. Not during that one, though. Welter does find better combo during that section, but misses on the aim afterwards. gives the combo lead slightly back over to ASecretBox, but the accuracy here for Welter, up 2% or so, is what's keeping this score lead in his favor right now, despite the combo being at the very least matched, if not favorable. I see it, by the way. You may no longer see it. A rank for Welter here, just barely on the A rank, and that miss for ASecretBox is really rough. Welter will drop the miss right afterwards, so not going to impact too much in terms of the score lead, but still shifting slightly over into Welter's favor once again. And ASecretBox, ever so slight combo lead, but that's going to disappear during this section, I think, for both players. Neither of them should hold a big combo during these drops. It is really, really tough to hold any kind of huge combo during the drops like this. And it's actually combo lead for ASecretBox here. If he can hold this kind of combo, and that's gone. All right. I was going to say, if he can hold, it's maybe possible for some kind of a comeback going into the ending. But Welter, with that accuracy lead, now up to 3% by the end of the map, is going to be taking this, not by a huge margin, just by 36K. And you can see, actually, ASecretBox had better combo overall during the map, but Welter just overall stronger on the accuracy and the miscount. And going to be rewarded for it. That consistency at these really high star rating pools is extremely important and does pay off once again for Welter. And, oh, we're going to get no mod 1 for ASecretBox. Australian, picking the Australian map here by Kiri Giri. This is Flyers by Radio. It's aim slop time, he says. Yeah, indeed it is. CS 3.7, AR 10, OD 9.8, and 9.2 stars. This is 278 BPM jump aim. And that's it. There's nothing else going on in this entire map. Not a single triple, nothing. It's just aim. Both of them are actually still holding FCs. I'm so confused. What's going on? Okay, there we go. There's a break that comes out for Welter. It's followed by a break for ASecretBox. I'm so confused. Why are they both just really good at this? What's happening? Okay, Welter does finally find another couple of breaks. And ASecretBox is still comboing this part in the first Ki. How are you hitting the Ki, man? No, that's illegal. Like, why is he hitting the Ki? What is happening? He does finally find a drop, but he's at 200K halfway through the map. I don't even have serious commentary for this. The score is insane already. What is happening? This is what, a 3 miss right now? I have no serious commentary for this. This is unironically a ridiculous score. I'm counting 4 misses so far for ASecretBox. Okay, 6. If he gets single-digit miscount on this, this is one of the best aim scores I've ever seen. Not even in tournament, just straight up ever. What the fuck? No, 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 that's not real. This is not a real score. 5 miss. No, that's actually just one of the best aim scores I've ever seen. That is insane. Okay. Yeah, I have no actual commentary or analysis for that. That score is just absurd, and ASecretBox should be picking every aim map in the pool. Okay, on to the next pick. It's Hard Rock 2 for Welter. He says it's finally time for Hard Rocks. This is Hard Rock 2 Rampage Rag by Camellia, mapped by Dash PC. It's alt. It's CS 6.5 alt, 334 BPM, which comes out to 167 BPM if you do the math on dividing it by 2. That's how most of the patterns play. However, there's a lot of 1/3 and 1/6 in this map. Well, I guess technically 2/3 and 1/3 since it's 334 BPM, but you know, it plays like 167, so we'll call them 1/3 and 1/6. Then there's also some 1/8 in this map. So 334 BPM triples in this pick, alongside some unironically difficult slider following in this map with some very long, relatively fast sliders with lots and lots of slider fixing. And this score from ASecretBox is pretty good right now. Has some decent combo here. Welter finding another couple of slider breaks. As both players doing a pretty good job, or about the same job, acting this map. And so the difference here is just coming from combo between these two. And another miss comes through for Welter. ASecretBox is ahead now by a good 350, 360 combo over Welter. Has 450 combo of his own during this section. And far from just being competitive on this, he has built up a 120,000 score lead over Welter with this huge combo that he's put together. Finally breaks at around 650 combo. And Welter is going to find the break at 250. And unless Welter just absolutely god modes the ending here, this is already over 120,000 score lead on this is nigh unwinnable for Welter. He would have to god mode the ending and hope for a complete breakdown from ASecretBox, but that's just not all that likely. Both of these players are good enough that you kind of expect both of them to have similar-ish times on the ending, and there's at least one miss for Welter. ASecretBox has found a lot more, but there's another chain miss to come out for Welter, and that is going to seal it up. Just not enough time left in the map for Welter to stage a comeback, and ASecretBox, far from being competitive, is going to take the break point on this despite the 2% accuracy difference between these two players. ASecretBox is going to be the victor in the end. 375k on this, the 284k for Welter, a 90,000 score lead for ASecretBox on this map. Welter saying, I forgot how to aim after DT. That's, yeah, no, that makes sense, actually. I understand. That is actually real. All right, ASecretBox, are you picking more aim? Surely. Okay, we're picking alt. That's, I guess that also works. We did just win on alt. It's gonna be harder night this time around. Harder night, but plus 32 BPM. Oh, I mistimed it. Well, whatever. Yeah, 160 BPM, CS 6.6, AR 9.9. Those are very similar beatmap stats and metadata to the Hard Rock 2 that we just played. This one, instead of flow aim, though, a lot more focused on the snap aim in this pick. Lots of stop and go patterning, lots of very snappy alt patterns, and still a decent amount of finger control in this map as well.
Connection. Technology. Very popular. People loved it because technology. Very popular. People loved it. Now it does.
Oh, an early break here for ASecretBox actually gives Welter the opportunity to build up an early combo, build up an early score lead. Gonna have to take back the lead first, though, as ASecretBox... Oh, no, that's actually Bancho. Okay, no early break for ASecretBox. Not sure how that Bancho miss even happened. Is that a real miss? That seems like a real miss. The score lead is actually going over to Welter's side right now. Yeah, that miss that time around is real. And accuracy is identical between the two players now. So this combo lead for Welter doing all the heavy lifting at the moment. But we are only a quarter of the way into the map, so not a huge combo lead, but 25k on these picks can be really good as an overall score lead. That's sometimes all you need on these maps in this pool. And another break for ASecretBox comes out. Welter now ahead by 800 combo or so. How long can he hold on to this lead during the first PI time is the question, because he has the opportunity to already build up an insurmountable lead against ASecretBox here. Now ahead by 900 combo, holding still during this first PI time. And Welter encroaching 1,000 combo, actually passing 1,000 combo in this map is insane. Does finally find the drop. But this lead is 88k for Welter. He has built up a massive score lead with that early combo advantage and is sitting pretty on this map, looking to take that break point right back that he just lost on the Hard Rock 2. That chain miss is not going to help, though. But it's not a huge issue. ASecretBox does not have a huge combo right now. Only ahead by about 120 or so for ASecretBox. And the score lead's still 80k, so still quite a lot of buffer left over from that early combo lead for Welter. And there's the break to come through for ASecretBox. Welter holds through that section, brings the lead back into his favor once again, and now up above that 88k mark into the 90k range for the score lead. Does finally find the drop once again, right before this second PI time. And I think this is over just because of that early combo lead for Welter, despite ASecretBox now having combo advantage during a good amount of time after that early combo for a Welter. There's just too much of a score lead for these kinds of combos to bring that back. So unless ASecretBox finds a massive pop-off here near the end, similar to Welter's at the start, it's just not going to come back. And this ending is far harder than the beginning. It's far more difficult to find that pop-off when the patterning is just that much more difficult than in the intro. And there's the slider break for ASecretBox, and that should seal it up. He is going to end up bringing the score lead pretty decently down from 88k to about 68k at that point, but it's just not going to matter because the ending here too difficult for ASecretBox to bring it all the way back into his side. And Welter says, yeah, I may have fumbled a little bit on the Hard Rock too, but these kinds of maps are still my picks. I can still hang on these kinds of precision alt maps. Thank you. And now we get the next pick for Welter. You want to go back into Hard Rock, but probably not the Hard Rock 1, given that ASecretBox has picked and won both Nomad 1 and Hidden 1. Probably don't want to pick any Hiddens. Could go for a DT again. It leaves the Hard Rock 4, it leaves the DT1, the DT4, maybe the Nomad 4. And yeah, they're right. It's not even Grand Finals yet. Next week is 9.5 stars. Showcase later today. And it's going to be Hidden 4, actually, for Welter. I'm a little surprised to see him picking into Hidden against ASecretBox, but it's not like these are Space Stream maps. This is one of said Wowie bombs that were dropped into the pool. Love by Shibion and 3L, the Signum remix. Mapped by 871. This is a map that takes alt tech to its logical endpoint and treats it literally. So imagine if you had an alt map, normal alt map, except all of the circles were replaced by sliders. That's basically what this map does. Early break on the slider chain for Welter here. Start things off. ASecretBox will find his own slider break immediately afterwards. This accuracy lead once again for Welter by a decent margin here. With that drop from ASecretBox, that brings it up to 2.5% accuracy lead, 2% ac lead now. And another break to come through for ASecretBox. Welter does hold until we get into this section, which is ostensibly unhittable. I don't think I've seen anybody hit this part, so. That said, you can still combo it and ack it better than your opponent if you are more comfortable, and that is exactly what is happening here. Welter just far more comfortable on this really tech-heavy section than ASecretBox was. And it's now a 5% accuracy lead. What was once a, 2-ish% accuracy lead, a little less than 2, is now an over 5% accuracy lead for Welter here. And that is just going to make these ending scores all the more disparate between the two of them. Welter up almost 50k. It doesn't seem like a lot, but the overall scores are 110k and 160k. So that 50k score lead is pretty massive here, closing in on the end of the map. No chance for a comeback for ASecretBox, and Welter with a very good pick. Yes, it's a hidden pick, but it is still a very good pick for him, even in spite of facing off against ASecretBox. And I think that should open up the remaining tech picks in this pool for Welter a little bit more. The Nomad 4, the Hard Rock 4 still available as a very slider tech-heavy picks in this pool for Welter. You only have one pick left, so you get to choose whichever of those you are a little bit more comfortable on as Welter. And this is kind of what I was expecting for ASecretBox, was just picking into the aim a little bit more. Now, this is not necessarily just aim as DT1. It is Perfect Free by Chitose Haru and Kumagai Eri, mapped by Vinxis and XLNI. This is a pretty well-used tiebreaker in a lot of rank-restricted tournaments. Was once an open rank tiebreaker at some point when it was released, but long since past that margin. So this has a little bit of everything. A lot of streams, a little bit of finger control, a lot of aim, a little bit of tech, a little bit of reading. And we're just going to throw DT on it. It's like 9 stars. I don't remember the exact star rating with DT. It's high star rating. Very early slider break for Welter, an early miss for ASecretBox. Accuracy this time around in favor of ASecretBox early on, though. And so the score lead staying on his side for now, despite that early miss. Finally gone over to Welter off of the act recovery alongside the combo lead. First KI time, a quarter of the way in here. You get this classic DMB styling with lots of somewhat spaced bursts alongside tons of jump aim and slider jumps. Both players hitting the first PI no problem. And a slider break there for ASecretBox, and that might be disastrous. Welter, though, breaks right afterwards. So not a huge lead able to be built up by Welter. Score lead still in his favor, though. This percent accuracy lead is, again, doing some work for Welter here. Yak has flipped in this map from being in favor of ASecretBox to in favor of Welter, and there's another break for both players that comes out. It's a traded miss right before the second KI time. 40k score lead for Welter about halfway through the map here, entering the second KI time. And ASecretBox just kind of has to combo. Has to hold on to some ACK, hold on to some combo here, because otherwise is not going to be able to take this point and is going to get break pointed right before Welter's last pick. Welter would have the opportunity to close it out cleanly and advance into grand finals. This is the winner's finals here. Both of these players are already guaranteed top 3. They're fighting right now for guaranteed top 2 and winner's bracket advantage in grand finals. Oh, that slider break for Welter is huge. Wait, ASecretBox has massive combo at the moment. If ASecretBox can hold this combo, he can bring this back into his favor, but he still has to hold for a little while longer. The score lead is going down quickly. It's a 10k now, but ASecretBox finds the slider break. Welter is able to hold just long enough, build up just enough of a score lead to keep that buffer intact in the last quarter here. Welter finds some chain misses. ASecretBox chain misses as well. It's back and forth between the two players, but now it's up to 21k in favor of Welter. More of those chain misses for ASecretBox, but Welter is finding a couple of extra misses after the fact, and those misses are bringing it back to ASecretBox's side. It's 9k at the moment. Another miss to come through for Welter. The accuracy dropped a ton for both players. It is 5,700 points separating the two players going into the end of this map. ASecretBox finding another miss, but Welter trading it right back immediately afterwards. It's now 4k. Another miss to come through for Welter. 2k. A couple of more for ASecretBox and Welter at the same k. It's only 3,000 points for that chain miss for ASecretBox on that burst. That's the last difficult pattern in the map, and that is going to decide it. Even if he had held through that burst, I don't know that it would have been enough. It was only a 2,000 score lead, though, for Welter right before that miss on the burst came through, and that is a break point for Welter at the best possible time, for ASecretBox at the worst possible time, right before the last pick for Welter. And he now, with this last pick, has the opportunity to close it out cleanly and advance into the grand finals on the winner's bracket side. Get that guaranteed top 2 and winner's bracket advantage in grand finals. And Welter had a tough road here. He has not had an easy time getting to this winner's finals and getting to potentially the grand finals. Welter had to face Nineric in quarterfinals a little earlier on. That was on a 7.5 star pool, so very different from what we see here. Took down Pikapone last weekend in the semifinals on an 8-star pool, and now is facing ASecretBox on this pool, which is absolutely ridiculous. Not like ASecretBox has had an easy time either. Faced Serbia Trucker in quarterfinals and Swick last weekend in the semifinals, but still very, very tricky stuff. And we are now into a pretty tricky map as well. The Hidden 3 Mafan by DJ Majoko Mirakurun, excuse me. This is some ridiculous hidden gimmick flow alt is what this is. It's not even necessarily flow. It's lots of stop and go snap flow hybrid patterns. The aim control requirement on this is just absolutely insane, and a couple of early breaks for Welter here are going to give a big ACK lead and small combo lead over to ASecretBox to start things off. Both players finding the miss right before this section starts, but
Again, the intro patterning and those intro misses for Welter really benefiting ASecretBox right now. A little bit of free combo during these sections. Those cut streams are a little bit easier than some of the rest of the map, but both players finding a break on them, and then Welter finding the chain miss afterwards, and this is not going well for Welter. ASecretBox here needs this breakpoint. Cannot afford a miss on this pick, as he really needs to find a way back into this match, and it has to start here. Cannot give up a single point in either this map or the next one. Has to go through tiebreaker to win this winner's finals and advance to grands. And so far on this pick, it's looking good, but there's still another really difficult section coming up here. Welter with the break in the build-up is going to give a slight advantage to ASecretBox going into this next difficult part. Both players finding misses in this section, and that is going to be it. Welter is down by 100K. ASecretBox has absolutely found a way back in this map. And it is with the alt aim control hidden pick from Welter. A very good score from ASecretBox to not quite bring us to tiebreaker, but open up his last pick. It was a mistake. Unfortunately, that pick was a mistake, yeah. Didn't work out quite the way Welter would have wanted. Oh, and now we're going into Nomad 4 here for ASecretBox. I'm a little surprised that we don't see the Hard Rock 1 from him, given that both the Nomad 1 and the Hidden 1 were in his favor, but maybe just not as comfortable on it as he is on the Nomad 4. High Tech Intuition by Tianchi. Arosi, by the way, you may be more familiar with that mapper as Arushi09. And this is a collab with Blacky Design. This was originally a tiebreaker for Hedgehop Madness Summer Edition Grand Finals. It's a 5-minute tech map. A 5-minute alt tech map with a lot of finger control, a lot of reading, a lot of slider difficulty. Just a very tricky, difficult pick. Not super high star rating, but extremely difficult nonetheless. An early slider break for ASecretBox on one of those buzz sliders. Welter is able to hold the combo through that section. I'm a little surprised at this pick, not just because I expected something else for ASecretBox, but because Welter has been pretty solid on tech so far. 1 Gaucho and 1 Hidden 4 as well. So both the tech picks that we have had so far in this pool have gone Welter's way. And so far, this one is looking to go the same. Early combo breaks only for ASecretBox so far. Welter still holding the FC. Accuracy pretty similar for both players, but slightly in Welter's favor alongside the FC. It's really impressive so far. A quarter of the way in, and Welter still holding the full combo is nothing to scoff at here. And there's another miss for ASecretBox, and Welter, I think, is really benefiting off of this pick from ASecretBox, as tech so far in this pool has been very favored towards him on both the DT4 and the Hidden 4. And now on the Nomad 4 as well, looking to go the same way. You know, usually if you're a good aim control player, if you're solid at alt and winning some alt picks, tech is not that bad of an idea. But there are certain players who are really strong at one and not the other. And Welter, obviously still good at the alt maps, but not enough to beat ASecretBox on them. Shoe on the other foot when it comes to tech, though. ASecretBox not dropping a bad score here by any means, but this score from Welter is just unassailable right now. 1,300 combo, still on the FC. Accuracy intact as well. And this is just an absolutely unbeatable score from Welter so far. I don't know who in this tournament is going to be able to match this kind of score on the tech map. Again, this was originally Grand Finals tiebreaker for another open rank tournament. I believe. Not like this is meant to be an easy pick in this pool either. Welter, actually, while I was checking the pool, broke on the easy part. I did not even see that break. What happened? What even happened to him? Okay. I wasn't even expecting a break. I wasn't paying attention because of that. I don't know what he broke on, but I mean, the damage is done. It doesn't matter at all. So it's a little funny, but the damage is already done. This match is over. The winner is decided, and it is going to be Welter, who I think if you looked at the signups for this tournament at the start of the tournament, at the start of registrations, I don't think would have been too high on a lot of people's lists of grand finalists through winners bracket. But at this point has secured himself the best possible position to win the tournament. Grand finals guaranteed with winners bracket advantage. And that is it. That is going to be the match. Welter, with an absolutely crushing score on this Nomad 4, is going to take the win. He is going to advance into grand finals through winners bracket with a guaranteed top 2 position in the tournament. And again, I think if you looked at the signups for this tournament before it started, Welter may not have been super high on a lot of people's lists for potential grand finalists through winners bracket, with players like Emrek, Nineric, and yeah, ASecretBox probably being higher up for a lot of people than many others. But Welter, I think, has always been a contender in this tournament, just looking at the signups. Has always been one of the people I think to watch out for most in this tournament. And even as the pools have scaled to being some of the hardest that most of these players will ever have to touch, he has still continued to look just that good in this tournament and has advanced into the grand final. ASecretBox, of course, is still top 3 and still is in the running for a win, but he's going to have to make his way through the losers bracket. And there we have Welter in the top 2 guaranteed. We did earlier on actually see Swick FF this match. And so Neneric is guaranteed top 4, and this match, Serbia Trucker versus Neneric, is the last one that we are waiting on in Tier 1. The winner of that facing off against ASecretBox next weekend in the Losers Grand Finals. We got a couple more matches left to go here, though. We have coming up in about an hour the Tier 2 Winners Finals between Lion and Ryua. Now, Tier 2 in this tournament works a little differently from how it usually would. Tier 2 has just taken the next 64 best players rather than being rank restricted necessarily. So these are still players who are very, very strong. And honestly, the Tier 2 matches so far this weekend have kept pace with the scores in the Tier 1 matches. So I am very much looking forward to this matchup between Lion and Ryua in an hour. That is going to do it for us for now, though. Once again, congratulations to Welter on winning the Winners Finals and moving into Grand Finals through the Winners Bracket side. And good luck to ASecretBox in the Losers Finals. We'll see you all back here in an hour.